Now, the severe weather warning has been upgraded to a red level 10, which is the highest and most dangerous alert. More heavy rains are expected in the coming days. The provincial government, which has admitted it lacks the capacity to fully respond to the scale of the flooding, is now set to announce its plan later this morning. With that, let's head on over to our reporter, that is Zola Sholwana, joining us from Thohoyandou in the Vhembe district. Yesterday's scenes tell every story you can imagine, and a lot of residents speaking about how it would have helped if government did its job and built bridges and ensured that infrastructure was right. What does the situation look like today? Good morning, Zola.
A very good morning to you too, Arabile, and our viewers. Well, the situation relatively remains the same in the most affected areas that we know about, and that is, of course, Greater Tzaneen, Vhembe district, where we are currently in Thohoyandou, and also areas like Giyani, as we understand that it has been raining for the entire night, and that's where we will be headed to, where we understand that there's about 36 homes that have been destroyed. As we are speaking, there are households or families that remain without a shelter over their head. We saw the president visit there where he spoke to the people that were affected, the families, and we do know that there is a family that has lost a 5-year-old Arabile during this difficult time, and of course the search is ongoing for their body, as we do understand that when we left the area yesterday, there was no sign of their remains. We do believe that the search will be ongoing until they recover the body. But I must mention that, there are some areas that did not experience rainfall last night, which then means that, those bridges, especially low-lying bridges that were submerged, at least today cars are able to move. And this is something that we, did not see yesterday. But we know that in areas such as Giyani, the situation remains, bad, in a sense that there are people that are still unable to report to work. But the focus really at this moment, Arabile, are the victims that remain without homes due to the heavy floods. I mean, we saw videos that were circulating on social media where, the water was so high that it covered some trees and people's homes, yesterday. And some of those people, we saw them scavenging for what was left, some of their property, whatever that they could recover from that, damage. And as you've rightfully said, residents did mention that this was an incident that could have been avoided if there was service delivery, particularly in Giyani, where they do not have, drainage systems, especially where 36 households have been washed away, where residents then made, some claims and allegations that there are people that should take accountability for what has happened. But the president acknowledged really that as much as they haven't done their best as government, there is improvement in terms of, response times, to these kind of disasters. Also mentioning and assuring residents that they will do better. And the focus right now really is trying to find or make sure that they give support to the affected families. Now, we know that at 11 o'clock there is an expected briefing. That is where they will be providing us, the provincial government will be providing us with details as to how many fatalities have been recorded, as we know that there has been several media reports of, people that have been washed away by floods. But that was not confirmed by authorities yesterday. But we know that from the media briefing that will take place at 11 o'clock, those are the details that we will get to here, Arabile.
Zola, thank you so much for that update. We'll continue to just look into these visuals and hopefully get more on this as well. Like we said, we're speaking to the Limpopo Premier in a couple of minutes' time on the show.